Hi guys! Welcome back to this channel. If you're new, this is From Diapers to Diplomas. From Diapers to Diplomas. Yes guys, this is where we talk about children, how they grow from the age of diapers to the age of diploma. Next I'll be talking about how they make their career choice based on you. But that's besides the point. So today, based on the most asked question is toddler tantrums. Guys, I know one thing for sure. As a parent, when you have that newborn, they cry, breastfeed, they cry, feed, they cry, sleep, they cry, diaper. Now there are two where they have terrible two, where now they've learned that their cries gets them what they want. When they jump up and down, when they throw themselves down, it gets them what they want. Now, here is one mistake parents make. The first time they do that, you show them that the world is over. Like, you threw tantrums, the world is over. That's the first thing that happens. The second thing is, the first time they do that, you cater to their needs, even if you are not planning to cater for that need. Like, they're in the supermarket, they're throwing themselves up and down. I need juice, sweets, and all those things. And then you cater for those needs, even if you are not mentally prepared to do that. So, here is how you're going to be managing toddler tantrums. First of all, recognize one thing. You as an adult, you get sad, you get angry, you cry, you feel like screaming, but you do not throw tantrums to other people because you've learned that this is my space for me to put all my feelings. I do not need to go to other people's space and start yelling and screaming and shouting and looking all this and that. Kids do not know that yet. They do not know that there is space for them to cry. There's space to be sad. There's space for frustrations. There's space for anger. Kids do not know that. So it's your job as a parent to teach them how to. And this is the one thing that gets tough love on teaching. Like everything else, you can do soft parenting. But this one, you have to be tough. Don't hold a cane. You know. Here we just gentle parent. This is what you do. How old is your child? Most tantrum babies are 2 and 3, most of them. But if you failed on 2 and 3, you will find a 4 and 5. So if you did a good job in 2 and 3, in 4 and 5, you have kids who are well regulated, who can breathe through their feelings, who can speak their feelings. At the end of the day, we are looking for kids who breathe through their feelings and speak their feelings. Yes. So if your child is, let's work with 3. I'm working with 3 because I have a 3-year-old. Yes, my 3-year-old self-regulates and he knows you speak your feelings. This is the problem. Tell mommy, mommy will solve it. No, this is the problem. Throw yourself around. How will I know the problem? So me, I've taught him how to self-regulate. This is how I did it. First, the reason why I'm not doing it on practical on video is because I realized that your request needed to be answered. And if I waited for my child to do that, I would wait forever because they're not planning to have tantrums. They are used to not having the tantrums. So what happens? I take the child based on age. I put that child in a private place. They are 3 years old. I give them 3 minutes. I walk. I'm not far from him. I'm somewhere near, but he's somewhere alone. Note the difference. Wherever I am, I can access him, see him maybe sometimes, or sometimes I'm just somewhere whereby if I turn my head, I'll see him because I still have to protect him and watch him. But I'm giving him 3 minutes to self-regulate his feelings, calm himself down. But before I do that, first I'll ask him, do you want to talk? What is the problem? If he does not respond, he still wants to cry and yell. If he does not show me any interest of calming down, that is when I do the timeout. I don't do the timeout if he's showing me interest. Like you see, he was crying and then he starts lowering his voice. I don't need to do timeout. But when he's still on the same level of anger, I'll put him aside for 3 minutes. I kid you not. By minute 2, if that child is 3 years, by minute 2, that child is starting to calm down and quiet. Now I will go there, sit next to that child and ask, what was the problem? Then I will hear the side of the problem. Kids communicate differently. There are kids who have speech delay. There are kids who actually have not learned to speak. There are kids who actually do not talk at all. There are kids with special needs, so they'll communicate differently. So at that time, as a mom, I know the method of communication of my child. My 3-year-old is speaking, so thank God. But my firstborn at that age was not speaking, so I only did the our language thing. Like, let me hear you communicate. Let me, show me. Let's walk around the house, point what you wanted, for them to tell me what they wanted. Then I will tell them this. When you need something, you speak your feelings. You do not react to your feelings. You speak your feelings. Because I will allow you to cry when I know why you're crying. But if you're crying for no reason, that's why I've given you time out. When I know why you're crying, I would hug you and hold you until you're calm enough, because I know the reason. So I am trying to show this child that crying is not an option, the best option. Speaking your feelings is the best option. And when you teach them that, you realize that anytime before they react to anything, they've spoken their feelings. And when they speak their feelings, you solve before it's too much for them to need to cry. I hope I'm making sense. So calm down, have the conversation, get in depth, and explain slowly why they need to breathe when they get angry, why they need to breathe when they're sad, why they need to speak to you. So after that, you realize that the child is calmer, the child is okay. Let me tell you something. By doing that, you've conditioned the child to know how to communicate. By beating a child because they had that mood, you are showing them that it's okay to lie to me if you're not okay. It's okay to hide your feelings. It's okay for you to go through something alone. You see, such things. It's okay for you to develop mental health later in life because your mama told you that when you're sad, I'll beat you. You see the difference? So that's why I prefer this method of difference, of handling tantrums. So if it's 2-year-old, you do a 2 minutes. 1-year-old, 1 minute. Do it based on age because they've advanced. They can stay longer down on the same place and concentration. And don't talk to them when they're on timeout. Keep quiet, mind your business until the timer goes off. Yes, guys. I hope I've made sense. If you have any more questions, please come down, ask me, tell me. Yeah, and all that. The reason why 16, 17 we ground is because I'm not there sitting there for 16 minutes waiting for you to learn your lesson. I ground you for a week, or I take away privileges. There's so many ways of punishing. I'll do a video on the 3 methods of punishment that I've used, that have worked so far. Hopefully you love this video. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends to tell their friends, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.